Welcome to Charaka Sutra Sthana, 8th chapter, Indriyopakramaneeya Adhyaya. This is the 4th chapter of Swastha Chadushka, that is Matrashadiya, Tasyashadiya, Na Vegandharaniya and Indriyopakramaneeya. In Matrashadiya, Ahara and its related aspects are mentioned. Tasyashadiya Ruducharya, Vegandharaniya, Vegas, how to take care of one's natural urges, and Indriyopakramaneeya, how to utilize one's sense faculties in order to maintain health. And Sadvritta is mentioned at the end of Indriyopakramaneeya Adhyaya. That is all the noble acts that a person has to follow in order to maintain health is mentioned at the end of Indriyopakramaneeya Adhyaya. Pancha Panchaga, Panchendriya, Panchendriya Drevya, Panchendriya Adhishtana, Panchendriya Artha, Panchendriya Buddhi. These constitute Pancha Panchaga. Panchendriya means Chakshu, Shrotra, Krana, Rasana and Sparshana. Chakshu, Shrotra, Krana, Rasana, Sparshana midi Panchendriyani. Panchendriya Drevyas. Panchendriya Drevyas are Kham, Vayur, Jyotirabo, Bhuridi. Kha, Agasha, Vayu, Agni, Aap and Bhu. Panchendriya Adhishtana. Panchendriya Adhishtanas means Panchendriya Ashraya, that is Akshi, Karna, Nasiga, Jihva and Twak, eyes, ears, nostrils, tongue and skin. Panchendriya Arthas. Panchendriya Arthas means Indriya Vishayas, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, audition, touch, vision, taste and smell. Panchendriya Buddhi. Chakshur Buddhyadiga. Panchendriya Buddhi means Chakshur Buddhyadiga. Chakshur Buddhi, then Shrotra Buddhi, Krana Buddhi, Rasana Buddhi and Sparshana Buddhi. Mana. Mana Purasarani Indriyani Arthagrahana Samarthani Bhavanti. That is, Indriyas can perceive their respective Indriyarthas only with the help of Mana. Mana Purasarani Indriyani Arthagrahana Samarthani Bhavanti. Mana is Adindriya. Adindriyam Punarmana. Mana is above all the other sense organs, or it transcends all sense perceptions. Mana has synonym of Sattva. Some call it as Cheta. So, Sattva and Cheta can be called as the synonyms of Mana. Sattva, Raja, Tamo, Guna Yoga. Mana is Sattva, Raja and Tamo Guna Yoga. Then Mano Artha, that is the object of mind, is Chindyam, thinking. Mano Artha is Chindyam. Mana is Ega and Na Ega Kala Sarvendriya Pravarti. Mana is only one and it motivates only one sense faculty at a time. And the guna of a person is determined by his repeated action. That is, because of his predominant guna in him, he repeats that action. So, the guna of a person is showed by his repeated action. And Adhyatma Drevya Guna Sangraha. Mana, Manoartha, Buddhi, Atma. These are called as Adhyatma Drevya Guna Sangraha. In this, Manoartha and Buddhi. Buddhi here refers to as Indriya Buddhi. So, Manoartha and Indriya Buddhi, these are Adhyatma Guna Sangraha, and Mana and Atma are called as Adhyatma Drevya Sangraha. So, Adhyatma Drevya Guna Sangraha is mentioned in Indriyopakramaneeya Adhyaya. Mana, Manoartha, Buddhi and Atma. Manoartha and Buddhi is Adhyatma Guna Sangraha. Mana and Atma is Adhyatma Drevya Sangraha. Indriya is Anumana Gamya. That is, Indriya is not directly perceived but it is inferred. And predominant Mahabhudas, Pancha Mahabhuda Vigara Samudayatmaga. That is Teja. Teja is predominant in Chakshu, Kha, Agasha in Shrotra, Kshidi, Prithvi in Krana, Aap in Rasana, Anila, Vayu in Sparshana. It is Vibhu. Vibhu means omnipresent. Then Adiyoga, Ayoga and Mithya Yoga of Arthas with Manas will cause Vigridi, that will lead to Buddhi Ubakada. Whereas Sama Yoga of Arthas with Manas will lead to Pragridi or Buddhi Apyayana. Then Prakriti Bhava of Mana. So normally Mana, Indriyas are in Prakriti Bhava. So in order to maintain that, Satmya Indriyartha Samyoga should be there. That is Samayoga of Sannikarsha of Indriyas, Indriyarthas, Mana and Atma. Upasana of Viparita Guna to Desha, Kala and Atma. Atma here refers to one's own Prakriti or one's own constitution. So Upasana of Viparita Guna to Desha, Viparita Guna to Kala and Viparita Guna to one's own constitution has to be followed to maintain the Prakriti of Mana and Indriya. Then at the end, Sadvritta. Sadvritta has to be followed in order to maintain the Prakriti of Mana and Indriyas. So at the end of the chapter, Sadvrittas are mentioned by Acharya. Sadvritta is to be followed in order to attain Arogya and Indriya Vijaya. Arogya and Indriya Vijaya will be attained if one follows Sadvritta. So Charakacharya has explained Satvritas from all perspectives. That is, Anushtanas regarding somatic and psychological aspects, Anushtanas regarding code of general ethics, Anushtanas regarding intake of ahara, Anushtanas regarding Vegas, regarding relation with the Sri, regarding Adhyayana, the general principles, the regarding self-control, regarding fire worship and social. Charaka explains Sadvritta considering not only the physical, mental and social well-being of a person, but also about his words, about his thinking, about his dress, shoes, hair. All these subtle aspects of a human being has been described in detail. He mentions not only the beneficial acts that has to be followed, but also mentions about the harmful acts that one has to avoid. So, Tasmad Atmahidam Sadvrittam Anishtayam. So, one desirous of his own well-being should follow Sadvritta with proper care. Some of the points in Sadvritta under the topics are mentioned here. Anushtana regarding psychosomatic aspects, that is respect Deva, Go, Brahmana, Guru, Vriddha, Siddhacharya, Aushadhi Dharana, 2 times Snana, Malayana Pada Vaimalya, cleaning excretory orifices and feet, cut Kesha Shmashru Loma Nakha, 3 times in a Paksha, that is once in 5 days, Sumana, pleasant, Sugandhi, Taila in Murdha, Shrotra, Grana and Pada regularly. Adhiti Puja, honor the guest. Pidrabhya Pindada, that is one should offer ceremonies to the departed ancestors. Kale Hidamida Madhurarthavadi, how one should speak. Kale at the right time with the right words. Dharmatma, follow Dharma. Astiga, Dhiman, Daksha, Kshamavan, use Chatra Danda Mauli Sopanatko. That means use umbrella, stick, turban and shoes. Look Yuga Matra while walking. That is, one should look forward about 4 hastas to the front while walking. Mangalachara Sheela, Sarva Prani Bandhu, be friendly to all the living beings. Satyasandha, be honest. Para Parusha Vajana Sahishnu, should be tolerant to the unpalatable words told by others. Amarshakna, should have control. Prashama Gunadarshi, should be at a peaceful disposition. Anushtana regarding the code of general ethics. Na anrudam bruyad, should not tell lies. Na anyaswam adadida, one should not take or long for others' things. Na pabam, should not do sinful activities. Na anya dosha bruyad, should never tell anya dosha, others doshas or others. Na anya rahasya, other secrets to others. Na anavrida mukha drimba shavadu hasya, one should cover his mouth while yawning, sneezing and laughing. Na uttama virudha na avara ubhasida, that means one should not be enemy to good ones and one should not be friendly to the bad ones. Na sahasa, should not do sahasa. Adiswapna, Prajagara, Snana, Pana, Ashana, etc. should not be in excess. Na Urdha Janu Chiram Tishted. One should not sit with knees up for a long time. Na Avigada Klama, na Anapluda Vadana, na Nakna Snana. Snana should be done only after the klama is gone or only after taking a gargle and without naked or na keshagra abhihanyad. One should not strike keshagra or the tip of the hair. Anushtana regarding intake of ahara. No ahara is taken without wearing rekna or without having bath, snatva, ubahada vasa, without a clean dress, jabitva, prakshalidda, pani, vadana. That means after cleaning or washing hands, face, udangmuga, facing north. One should not take ahara facing north. Vimana, without having pleasantness in mind. Na paryushita bhakshya, except for mamsa, haridaga, shushkashaga, bhala. So one should not take paryushita bhakshya. That means old food except for mamsa, haridaga, rhizomes, shushkashaga, dried vegetables and fruits. Na ashesha book except for dadi, madhu, lavana, saktu, sarpi. That means one should take ahara fully except for dadi, madhu, lavana, saktu and sarpi. Na naktam dadi bunjida. That is very important. Na naktam dadi bunjida. One should not take dadi at night. Na saktu ega nashniyad. And about the rules for taking saktu is mentioned. It should not be taken alone. Na nishit should not be, saktu should not be taken at night. Na bahu should not be taken in excess. Na dvi, 2 times in a day. Na udagandare should not take water in between having saktu. Na dvija chitva bhakshe should not chew and take. Anushtana regarding Vegas. Na Andriju Shaida Kshavadu Adya. One should not do sneezing, eating, or sleeping in Ruju position. Na Vegido Anyakari. So, one who is desirous of a Vega should not do other things. Na Nishteva Varcha Mutra Pradimukha to Vayu Agni Salila Soma Arka Vija Guru. So what should not let this nishtiva, that means sputum or varcha, excreta, mutra, etc. Pradimuga to facing Vayu, Agni, Salila, that means fire, moon, sun, Dvija, Brahmanas, teachers, etc. Na mutred in Pandana and roads, Janavadi, crowded places, Annagala at the time of taking food. Na Sleshma Singanaga Munjed in Jaba, Homa, Adhyena, Bali, Mangala Kriyas. One should not let out Sleshma Singanaga from excreta from the nose during religious ceremonies, studying, and Mangala Kriyas. Anushtana regarding relation with Stri. Na Stri Avajanida. One should not insult Stri. Na Adi Vishrambed. That is, one should not rely too much on a Sri. Na Guhyam Anushraved. One should not expose secrets to the Stri. Na Vyavaya in Rajaswala, Atura, Amedya, Anishtarubina, Ashuji, Abhuktavan and Atyashida also. Vishamastan, uneven places, Mutrochara Pidida. One having urge to go for urination. Shrama, after Srama, Vyayama, etc. Ubavasa, Klamabhihada. After having klama due to fasting. Arahasya, that means should not be in public places. Anushtana regarding Adhyana. Na Adhyana during Vidyusvana, Agni Samplava, Bhumi Kamba, Ulkapada, Mahagraha, Nashtachandra, Tidhi, Sandhya, etc. So one should not study during the lightning, unseasonal lightning, or during of outbreak of fire, earthquake, fall of meteors, Mahagraha, solar or lunar eclipse, Nashtachandra, a day with new moon, Tidhi, during Sandhya, etc. Na Amukhat Guru. Without being initiated by a guru, one should not study without being initiated by a teacher. Na avapadida. How should one study? Na avapadida. that means without incomplete. That means adimatra should not be in adimatra, in high voice, tanda in low voice, viswara in breaking sound, anavastida pada, without proper accent, adidruda very fast, vilambida very slow, adikliba having delay, atyucher adinicher sware in low and high pitch. One should not study. And general anushtana, na niyama bhindyat, one should not deviate from the approved laws. Na naktam na deshechere, one should not walk unwantedly during night. Na sandhyasu ahara adhyayana stri swapna, one should not take ahara or study or relation with stri or sleep during sandhya. Na sakyam bala vriddha lubdha murkha klishta kleba, one should not be friendly with bala, vriddha, lubdha, greedy people, murkha, foolish people, klishta, very afflicted ones, kleba, etc. Na madhya dyuda vesha prasanga, one should not be attached to madhya dyuda, gambling, vesha prasanga. Na guhyam vivrunnyat, that means one should not expose secret parts of the body. Na anyad avajaniyad, one should not insult others. Na ahammani adaksha asuyaga. Na adikshibed vriddha guru nriba, one should not insult or speak against old people, teachers and nriba. Na adibruyad, one should not talk in excess. Na bandava anurakta rahasya avajaniyat, one should not expose the secrets of relatives. Na adhira atyuchrada sattva, one should not be fearful and one should not have excess courage. Na vishrabda swajana, one should not rely too much on swajana. Na ega sukhi, one should not enjoy alone. Na dukkha shila ajara obajara, one should not be dukkha. Na sarva vishrampi, one should not rely on everybody. Na sarva abhishanki, one should not suspect everybody. Na sarva kala vichari, should not be too meticulous at all times. Anushtana regarding self-control. Na karyam kalam adhipaded, one should not postpone the things. Na aparikshidam abhinivishid, one should not indulge in activities without proper examination. Na indriyavasha, one should not be affected by the senses. Na chanjalamana, one should have a stable mind. Na adibara to buddhi and indriyas, one should not give burden to buddhi and indriyas. Na adidhirka sutri, one should avoid over dilatory practices. Na krodha harsha anuvidadhyad, one should not do things based on krodha and harsha. Na shoga vashaga, na shoga vashaga, one should not be too much grievous. Na utsega in siddhi and dainya in asiddhi, one should not be too much rejoiceful during siddhi and too much grievous during asiddhi. Smaret prakriti, one should always remember his own prakriti or his own nature. Hedu prabhava nishchida, one should always have faith in cause and effect. Na viryam jahyat, one should not doubt his own virya. Na abhavadam anusmared, one should not remember his own insults. Anushtana regarding fire worship. Na ashuji in Agni offerings with Gosarpi, Akshada, Tila, Kusha and Sarshaba should be clean. Apohishta, it is a snana mantra. Apohishta is a snana mantra recited by touching water. After cleaning Oshta and Pada, touch Murdhni, Khani, Atma, Hridaya, Shira with water. Anushtana regarding social relation. One should follow the path of Brahmacharya, Jnana, Dana, Maitri, Karunya, Harsha, Ubeksha and Prashama. One should follow Brahmacharya, Jnana, knowledge, Dana, charity, Maitri, compassion, Maitri, friendship. Karunya, compassion. Harsha, happiness. Upeksha, detachment. And Prashama, and peace. Thank you.